Friday, October 28th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. And we're setting ourselves up here for some fantastic weather over the weekend. This is a look during the 5 a.m. hour along the Outer Banks of North Carolina at Kill Devil Hills. That's the Avalon Pier web camera. Temperature there, pretty mild at 66 degrees. And in general, a lot of our temperatures much warmer than where we have been on recent mornings across the region. There's a look at the Charlotte Dowd YMCA camera early this morning there, looking good. The temperature there in Charlotte sits at 61 during the 5 o'clock hour. Southwest wind in place at 6 miles per hour. Highs were very, very nice yesterday all around the region. 70s, even a couple low 80s. 80 the high in Fayetteville and Columbia. A few 60s in the foothills there in North Wilkesboro and Mount Airy. The rest of the Triad viewing area, low and mid 70s. And it was mid and upper 70s for most of the Charlotte viewing area yesterday afternoon. Before we go any further, here's today's fall photo of the day from Skip Sickler. That's near Linville Falls. Look at that. It's a great shot of the leaves changing from green to some shades of orange and red. And still some nice color to enjoy in the mountains if you want to head up there over the next several days. Boy, it's great. Just an absolutely picture-perfect weather weekend all across the region, whether you're going to the mountains, the beach, whatever the case may be. Tropics, well, to get into the tropics in just a second, really no huge areas of concern there either. If you are heading to the coast. All right, Carolina's view rather on the radar imagery. A couple showers in eastern North Carolina. That's about it. There's your big area of precipitation up in the northeast, Vermont, New Hampshire, up into Maine. A few lingering snow showers through Pennsylvania and New York State on the backside of an area of low pressure. But again, it's Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine that'll have the lion's share of the precipitation as we go through today. And still some decent snow accumulations to go, especially focused up in northwestern Maine and northern New Hampshire, where you could see another 3 to 6 inches of snow up that way. Now, you look across the rest of the eastern part of the country, and things are quiet. And really, a lot of the southeast, of course, outside of the eastern Carolinas, could really use some rain. Significant drought conditions ongoing. In fact, you have the extreme and exceptional drought designations for parts of north and central Alabama and north and central Georgia up toward Chattanooga. Exceptional drought conditions in the upstate of South Carolina, too, around Greenville, Spartanburg, Clemson, and Anderson. And even into western North Carolina, some increasing drought conditions. Again, the eastern Carolinas, they've had more rain than they can stand, of course, but the western parts of the Carolinas could use some of that rain. And there's just not much in the forecast. In fact, I have no rain throughout my entire 7-day forecast. The warmer weather building on in here for your Friday. Here's your highs looking like that this afternoon. The warming trend will continue over the weekend. Saturday's setup, high pressure moving throughout the region. That warmer air building in. Here's your Saturday highs looking very, very nice all around the region. As we get on out into Sunday, even warmer conditions. Our Sunday high temperatures up into the lower side of the 80s in the Piedmont, mid-80s in the Sandhills down towards South Carolina. And Monday for Halloween, still quite warm around the region. Kind of a flat ridge across the southeast over this weekend in the upper level pattern, but look at the ridge re-strengthening then by the middle part of next week. So we're going to see the warmth flexing its muscles once again toward Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Now, I mentioned the tropics. No huge areas of concern out there. We do have a little area of disturbed weather through the western parts of the Caribbean Sea. No huge problems there, and this is unlikely to develop. But certainly some rainy and squally weather through Cuba, Jamaica, the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos over the next several days. Here's the upper level pattern. One trough driving that northeastern rain and snow today. As we get out into Sunday, a weakening cold front moves through. That's just going to shave a few degrees off our temperatures Monday and Tuesday compared to the weekend before this ridge, again, flexes its muscles again. Now, late in the week, some troughing tries to move in both the GFS and the European model. We'll see to what extent that actually occurs. But here we go on the GFS today, tomorrow, Sunday, very quiet. Monday and Tuesday, a little bit of a cooler setup, but then back to Wednesday and Thursday, the warmth builds. Now, here's that cold front on the GFS that moves south of us with that high pressure building in behind it on Friday on the GFS. And so Friday's much cooler on that particular computer model. The cool air delayed a couple of days on the European, so again, still some uncertainty with the tail end of next week and exactly how things unfold. But for the majority of next week, temperatures are going to run well above average. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.